Hey guys, it's dude Keon. So today I'm going to play Fire Emblem Three Houses, part 19 of the series. Please, if you haven't already, consider following and liking my Facebook page, facebook.gg/KeonPH, and my YouTube channel as well, guys, youtube.com/KeonPH. Like, comment, subscribe, and punch that notification bell so you can get notified to all of my latest videos. Alright guys, let's go back to playing Fire Emblem. I think I'm just gonna skip this. Inventory. Have something to sell here. Our bullion. Alright.
Professor.
Okay.
I'm counting on you. All right, this is gonna be fun. Happy now?
Nice.
I'm really getting. I still need to improve.
Now to keep polishing.
there is still more to... I'll do what I must.
Let's put this to the test.
I've really gotten ahead.
Alright.
There's quite a bit of fog settling in. We won't be able to advance our troops very far in this.
We won't be able to move at all until the fog lifts. No matter which path we take, we'll have to be patient and wait it out. Gilbert? No? Gustav. I would like to take this opportunity to speak with you about something. It's about the tragedy of Dusker. There's something about it I just can't wrap my head around.
I'm listening.
I lost a son in Dusker that day. I exhausted every last resource I had to investigate what took place there. I was startled to find that there wasn't a single shred of evidence to suggest that Lady Patricia's carriage had been attacked.
Go on.
Apart from His Highness, whose injuries left him on the verge of death, everyone else present at the time was slaughtered. Of all the victims, only the corpse of Lady Patricia, His Majesty's second wife, was never found. Isn't that right?
Surely that means she was abducted. There was no evidence of an attack, suggesting they threatened her, but did not kill her.
But what reason would they have to take her? Would it not have been better to kill her?
Perhaps she had some value as a diplomatic pawn.
Nonsense. In the many years since that day, has Lady Patricia ever been used thus?
No, not as far as I know. Then perhaps she was used for some political gain within the Empire.
Now that her daughter is the Emperor, what reason would she have to keep hiding her existence?
It is possible she passed away after returning to the Empire.
Gustav, I know this is hard for you to hear, but just consider what it would mean if Lady Patricia was involved with that incident.
Silence, Rodrigue. I will not allow you to tarnish her memory like that.
I do not mean to imply that she arranged His Majesty's murder or anything of the like. But Gustav, I cannot shake the feeling that the tragedy was part of a much larger conspiracy. There is more to it than we know. That much is certain.
Rodrigue! Gilbert! Please hurry!
To kill like this is inhuman.
This is one of the knights we dispatched to the leader of the Alliance. Tell me everything you know.
Sir, a soldier on patrol came across this night a short while ago, in a rocky area not far from here. Someone from the Alliance must have disposed of the body there.
Is this how the Alliance chose to inform us that they have no intention of joining our cause?
Yes. I would not hesitate to believe them capable of this.
Whatever the truth is, the other knights we dispatched are in serious danger. It's best to assume that joining with the Alliance is out of the question now.
Even with Count Karen's support, this makes our situation grim.
I never expected the Alliance to help us. Anyone who stands in my way will be crushed beneath my feet.
It is time, dear brother.
Damn. She done that. The spy. Ferdinand. I wanna host a tea party. Crushing me.
I am always glad to spend time with you. Much appreciated.
There must be something
Not bad.
we have in common, Mr. Ferdinand.
Sorry? Whoa.
Oh,
Sorry? Whoa.
your ambitions. Okay. There's one more.
Sorry?
Working together. Practice, son, exchange. Working together. Come on.
You
Just
will
one more
always
question.
remember me, will you not?
Oh my gosh. I didn't know my character is into guys. Gosh.
Now,
Oh no!
Thank you for spending time with me. What a treat. I hope...
Damn it. Alright, we got the missions. Nice.
I'm so glad I...
Oh yeah!
Nice.
I passed.
Nice.
I have success.
I passed.
Nice.
I have succeeded.
You have success. Everybody's leveling up.
I passed.
Yeah, shoutouts to the people who are watching right now. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Feel free to leave a like and comment if you're watching. I'll read those comments, guys. Don't be shy.
I...
Nice, you passed. Alright, let's do the mission. No walk, no mock battle. This fight is going to be interesting.
The Kingdom Army departs from the Great Bridge of Murden and marches south toward Enbar, the Imperial capital. Meanwhile, the Alliance army follows from behind to invade Imperial territory, and the Empire has dispatched forces from Fort Merceus to intercept them. The curtain is rising on a conflict between the three armies, which will come to be known as the Battle at Gronder, held on the same plains that witnessed the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
This is going to be exciting.
Know that I will tear your heads from your shoulders. The dead must have their tribute.
As big class reunions go, this one's gotta be the worst in history.
Years ago, we fought here as classmates. But not today.
Kill every last one of them!
And so we fight on.
You have finally appeared, Edelgard. Now, you are mine!
The Kingdom Army doesn't look too interested in joining forces with us. Let's take a moment to see how this all unfolds.
It would not be advantageous to take on both at once. We must stop the Kingdom and the Alliance from joining forces. I will create such chaotic warfare that they won't be able to tell who is friend and who is foe.
You're the full Edelgard. Where are you? Where's Edelgard? Edelgard. Oh, there's Hubert. Right there. Alright, we got Raphael, Claude, Estea. That's it.
What's my strategy?
Mounted units.
I'll comply.
A threat eliminated. I wield... Had to be done.
Is he trying to attack them?
I'll cut through.
Nobody will approach them. You know what? I'll let the professor decide.
They're abandoning the central position to attack us. How leisurely.
A step forward.
There are enemies in the central area. We need to head there immediately to protect it.
You're interfering with the plan. Looks like I'll just have to get...
Damn!
I'll take all this...
The Empire and Kingdom are mixed up in this battle. It's a struggle to target the right one. Such are the rules of melee. We'll just have to crush anyone who isn't an ally.
Great! I may not have a crest, but I'll give it my all.
I am not going to hold back. I can't let down my dear old Claude.
I'm your girl.
What's the plan?
At your service.
Thank you.
I have much
I will not let down my guard.
Nice.
Fighting on will endanger my life. Your Majesty, I must withdraw.
No need to worry. We still have some troops left. So long as I stand, we won't give up. Ready when you are.
Oh, you're so dead.
I aim for greatness. Hopefully I'll be more useful.
I'd be honored.
I am prepared.
You didn't forget about me, did you? Maybe you should just...
Oh!
I'll only slow you down.
I can't hold back just because I know you. Sorry.
You fought well. This could turn the tides. All is going to plan.
Damn,
It
son.
won't be in vain.
Just cutting a knife through butter.
So you're actually alive, Teach. It's a shame you aren't on our side. Anyway, isn't the Empire your enemy? Us fighting seems like a waste.
Predictable. It's over.
Yeah, I thought we had a chance, but there was no way to predict the movements of the Kingdom Army.
Man, I just killed Claude.
I can't afford to die here. I have to retreat.
back to the fray.
Wow, it's sure been a while. You're a tough opponent, Professor.
What the hell?
So, this is it. I did what I could, Captain Gerald.
No hesitation! This could
Damn,
turn the
son.
tides. Here is something to believe in! I must lead them well. Time to end this! Can you handle this?
I'll show you what...
Ready for anything. Thanks. Be careful. Leave my sight!
I have to get out of here. I'll die if I don't.
I must pull through. It's over.
Claude, take care of my little sis. And the Alliance.
I will destroy both the Kingdom and the Alliance. Now, with one fell swoop. We won't hold back.
Oh, come on. Damn, son.
His Highness saved me.
Watch and learn.
Stab your chest, break your neck, smash your head. I will allow you to choose your own death.
I'm not interested in methods of dying. All that matters is when death takes place, not how. And I have no intention of dying today.
I'm sure all of the people you've slaughtered so far thought the same. Tia! Child's play.
Nice.
I'll destroy you!
And I'm stuck. Oh, she's so dead.
I lost. Just as expected, you aren't making my path an easy one.
Both the leaders are
I
dead.
must retreat for now. We'll meet again on the battlefield.
Oh, come on.
So, you think you can escape, Edelgard?
Your Highness! You're alive. We have to retreat to the Great Bridge of Murden.
That woman. We failed to capture her. I will keep pursuing. The rest of you, keep fighting!
I'm so sorry, but we can't do that. I understand how you feel, but the Imperial Army is closing in.
I'll kill all of them. No matter how many hundreds or thousands of them there are!
You! What are you doing here? It's too dangerous. Fall back, now!
Oh my gosh.
Your Highness! You are...
What's happening?
Thank you so much. Have I caught you off guard, Your Highness? Aww, does it hurt? I bet it hurts real bad, doesn't it? But it's nothing compared to what my brother felt. You will never be forgiven, you know. I will never forgive you.
You must be...
You filthy monster! It's time to die!
Dimitri! Professor! Do it now!
No! Rodrigue!
Brother, help me.
Rodrigue!
Your Highness, are you safe? Please tell me it wasn't in vain.
His punishment, it was mine to bear.
There are no sins or punishments on the battlefield.
No, don't die. Please don't die. Father, stepmother, Glenn, they all died and left me behind. Rodrigue, are you to join the ghosts who shadow my every move? This is my fault. I'm the one who killed you, as surely as though I had wielded the blade.
Your Highness, you have one thing terribly wrong. None of them, none of us, died for you. I'm dying for what I believe in, just as they did. Your life is your own. It belongs to no other, living or dead. Live for what you believe in. Dimitri, my boy, you really do look just like His Majesty.
Rip.
What are you saying, Lambert?
I am heading to Dusker, and before you start, nothing you could say would change my mind. You worry too much, my friend. So far, relations with Dusker have been going smoothly, wouldn't you say? You, of all people, should appreciate how critical these negotiations are.
Of course I do, but for the king himself to make the journey, you must admit that it's dangerous. And His Highness is still so young. If the worst should happen...
Even if the worst should happen, he would be okay. He's a smart boy, Rodrigue. Even if he should lose his father, I have no doubt that he will grow to be a good and respectable man.
Lambert.
However, if he ever starts down the wrong path, and I am not here to set him straight, I am trusting you to do so in my stead, old friend. Promise me.
Lambert, my promise.
What do you want? It doesn't concern you. Get out of my way. No. Silence! You have no idea what you're talking about. Death is the end. No matter how much lingering regret a person has, after death, they are powerless. They cannot even wish for revenge, much less seek it out. Hatred, regret, those burdens fall on the shoulders of those who are left behind. And so I must continue down this path. I already told you as much. It is far too late to stop. Do not waste your breath with some nonsense about how I should move on with my life for their sake. That is merely the logic of the living. It's meaningless. Those who died with lingering regret, they will not loose their hold on me so easily. But you seem to have all the answers. So tell me, Professor. Please tell me. How do I silence their desperate pleas? How do I save them? Ever since that day 9 years ago, I have lived only to avenge the fallen. Even my time at the Officers' Academy was also that I could secure my revenge and clear away the regret of the dead. It was the only thing that kept me alive. My only reason to keep moving forward. Who or what should I live for? What I believe in. Rodrigue said the same thing. But is it possible? I am a murderous monster. My hands are stained red. Could one such as I truly hope for such a life? As the sole survivor of that day, do I have the right to live for myself? Your hands are so warm. Have they always been?
Oh my gosh.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Harpstring Moon. The King's Triumphant Return. Following the death of Rodrigue, Dimitri begins to question his desire for revenge. His troubled mind turns to the kingdom capital and how he might end the chaos plaguing Fargus once and for all.
Our victory at Gronder was certainly a turning point for us. However, Rodrigue's death has been difficult to bear. We've lost considerable military strength and resources.
Unfortunately, with things as they are now, I don't think House Gautier has any resources to spare.
I'm sorry. I really wish we could help. If only House Galatea had anything to give.
If we split up the soldiers currently defending the monastery, we should have sufficient numbers to invade the Empire. But even then...
Your Highness, you should be resting. Your wounds are still healing.
I am well, I assure you. More importantly, may I have a moment of your time? Thank you. I wish to apologize to all of you. I have led you down this dark path with me, and have caused so much suffering along the way. I cannot tell you how sorry I am for my behavior. There is no apology I could offer that would be sufficient.
And how do you intend to make up for my father's death?
Felix, I realize words alone are not enough to repent, but I fear they are all I have.
I'm not after more empty words. I want you to speak through your actions.
I know that no amount of regret can ever bring back the lives we have lost. I know that well. It is like patching up a tear with a different material. Things can never be as they were. The best I can hope for is to make things whole again. I wish to do the right thing from now on. That is why I have made a decision. I intend to take back the kingdom capital. I wish to save our people, those who I turned my back on for far too long, to follow my heart and do the right thing. That is the only way I can atone for my sins.
Your Highness. If we can win back Ferdinand, it will give us the advantage in our war against the Empire. As one who has served the royal family for ages, know that your words bring me great joy and pride. That said, I must point out that if we make for Ferdinand, the Emperor's head will slip further out of reach. Can you live with that?
I still hold hatred in my heart for her, and for the ones responsible for the tragedy. That I will carry with me until death. But my life is my own. It belongs to no one else, and it is high time that I started living for what I believe in. I will no longer allow the voices of the dead to bind me. This is something that I must do. No. Something that I am choosing to do. I will accomplish my aim, even if it means risking my life to do so.
Understood, Your Highness. So, any objections?
Count me in.
You are correct. We cannot afford to die in vain by recklessly challenging the Empire.
I'm worried about Lady Rhea. But if this is the choice you've made, I support it.
I am at your command, Your Highness. I will follow you anywhere.
My sword is at your service, Your Highness.
I'll help too. The people in Ferdiad need us.
Fine, I'll help you, in my father's stead. But in return, you must win. You know that, don't you?
Lucario 23.
And I swear on my father's
Thank you for
lands that
tuning
we
in.
will
Thank you for the
prevail.
like.
Then it is decided. It seems this war
Lucario
council
23.
has much to discuss. Our next stop is Ferdiad, the kingdom capital, for the future of Vargas.
Yo, thank you for the follow, my man. Thank you for the support.
He's always with that man from Dusker. How strange.
I'll bet he used some dirty tricks to gain his favor.
Yo, thank you for 10 stars.
Dusker operate.
And you, thank you very much. I appreciate
What a pleasant
the 10 stars, my
conversation you seem to be
man.
having. May I
Not
join?
too many stars are
Please,
coming in.
Continue.
So thank you very much.
Your Highness, I was
Where you
just-
from, my man?
I said continue.
I'm sorry, Your Highness.
Such foolishness runs rampant. I fear it is the reality of Vargas for now.
It must appear strange to them to see me always in your company.
Does it bother you to do?
Of course not. However,
Let me guess. You take exception to the gossip that you use dirty tricks to obtain your position. Is that it?
that does perturb me, but not for my own sake. I am concerned about your Highness's reputation.
We're not talking about my feelings, but yours. As far as I'm concerned, those fools can talk nonsense until their tongues fall out.
I am afraid I cannot agree. But if you were not concerned for your honor in this instance, then why did you intervene?
Because it is my duty to do so. The day my father was killed, I saw the swine who did it. They were not of Dusker. I saw
Yo,
that, knew it beyond
Mexico.
a doubt, and yet I was unable to prevent
Nice.
the massacre
You're from
that
Smash
followed.
Bros. You also
Nor
play
can I
Smash
clear away the
Bros.
dishonor of regicide that has unjustly come to you and your people.
The
I will
amo.
not rest until I make up for that. I owe you, just as I owe the spirits of those I let die.
I do consider Vargas to be abhorrent, but you are an exception. You offered me your hand, and pulled me out from an abyss of suffering and death.
Muchas gracias, Lucario.
You risked your life to save a foreigner you had never met. The moment you extended your hand, I decided that only
Gracias
for
por
your sake would I
ver.
live the remainder of my life, and I would cast it aside in an instant if my death were to your benefit. For that reason, I cannot consider myself your friend. There are still
Gracias
many
por
in the
las
kingdom who despise
estrellas.
the people of Dusker. It would be selfish of me to stand by your side as an equal.
To do.
Your
Viva la Mexico.
Do you really believe
I
care
love
one bit
burritos
about the chatter
and
of the
tacos
ignorant?
from Mexico.
Of course not. Please forgive
Thank
my
you very
impudence.
much.
I understand the intention of your words. Still, they grieve me. If you wish it so,
Clip
you may continue
200.
to think
What's
of
that?
yourself as my vassal.
Clip
I
240?
clearly cannot stop you. We need not be anything more or anything less. If that is what you wish to do, so be it.
Your Highness.
¿De dónde eres?
You've been spending a lot of time at the training ground, Mercedes. As far as swordsmanship goes, you're like a whole new person.
Thank you. I have such a great time when you teach me that improving comes naturally.
It's all because of your own hard work. Compared to you,
You shouldn't be so disappointed in yourself. You're improving too. You just need to keep at it.
Well, I can hold a needle and thread without breaking anything now.
Thank you very much for the stars.
That's
Monterrey,
When you
NL,
started, you couldn't even hold a pair
Arriba,
of scissors without twisting
Los
them apart.
Tacos.
True. I'm sorry for being such a burden.
You're no bother at all. I like sewing with you. It reminds me of when I was young and my mother taught me how to sew. My mother would sit with my brother and me, and we'd all sew together. I really miss it. Even though I was barely better than you when I started. Did your mother like to sew, Dimitri?
Te agradezco, Donando Estrellas.
She wasn't great at it either.
Oh, of course. I forgot that the Queen of Fargus passed away long ago.
Yes.
Gracias.
I don't really remember what she was like. But I remember my stepmother, always sitting by the window sewing away.
I'm sure she would have been happy to teach you if you had asked.
She always looked so lonely when she was sewing. So unreachable. She was kind to me, yes.
Te quiero.
When she was like that, it was hard to talk to her. I'm not certain she would have wished to teach me.
I'm so sorry, Dimitri. I didn't mean to bring up such difficult memories.
Don't worry about it. If I don't talk about those things sometimes, I'll risk forgetting them altogether. And that would truly be a shame.
I see.
But now I'm just going on and on about myself. Why don't you tell me more about you?
More about me? Oh, goodness. I don't even know what to say.
It's hard to think of something on the spot, isn't it? You could speak of your family, I suppose.
You want to know more about my family? On that topic, I'm happy to oblige. In fact, I'm so glad you asked. It's important to think about your past and share it every now and then. This might take a while, but would you be willing to stay and listen?
Of course. I will listen for as long as you wish.
Okay.
Finally, you score a point against me on the ground. You have improved, Ingrid.
That was nothing more than a fluke. My technique was horribly sloppy that last round.
It does not matter what sort of technique it was. You won. If this had been a real battle, I would be dead. You wielded your lance well, without any hesitation. Has your approach changed?
You may recall when I said I'm now able to move on, because of you.
I remember. What did you mean by it?
That I finally understand a truth about Glenn. It sounds as though he died with a heavy heart. A heart that carried regret. I had suspected as much.
Hi, Miss Chell.
But
Thank you for
instead
the
of acknowledging
share.
it, I
Like lang
twisted
ng
my
like.
memory of him to fit an ideal I've been upholding.
Like lang ng like.
I see.
Thank you po.
Your Highness, I will not
Share lang ng
sacrifice
share.
my life for anyone. But
Thank
perhaps
you.
instead, I can live my life for someone. I will pledge my life to you.
The only thing is
And
encourage you
how
and continue your
exactly am I
stream.
meant
I
to
hope you have a nice day.
However you please, Your Highness.
Oh? Well then.
Pretengas ubuen dia,
When this is all
Locario.
over, I want you to...
Thank you for the 10
to
stars.
support and defend me.
Hi,
That's my
napadaan langs. Thank you very
I have
much,
been thinking of
Michelle.
telling you this for
Thank
a
you for
long
the
time.
share.
We get along well, you and I.
As your knight, yes.
Hi,
yes, of
Locario.
course.
Locario is from Mexico.
I
Kaya
intended to do
nag-i-English
so
ako
for you.
minsan.
For the sake of the kingdom. Together, Your Highness. You and I.
Meron rin kasi
Our
akong
first
mga
order of
international
business,
viewers.
bringing a
So,
tragic war to an end.
minsan nag-i-English sa
Yes.
stream.
And while we're at it, do not
Thank you.
die on me, Ingrid.
Thank you very much.
Promise me that.
Yes, Your
Umalis
Highness.
na ata eh.
I swear it on my lands.
Napapa-Spanish din ako eh. Que tengas un buen día, Lucario.
You don't look busy. Join me for some training, boar prince.
And here I thought you had no desire to speak with me.
We don't need to speak to clash swords, do we?
De nada, no problem.
Is that one new?
Nandyan pa.
Wait. Where did you get such a blade?
Nandyan pa nag-like pa sa greet
I suppose you
ko.
would recognize its value. I came upon a merchant selling weapons and found this among the rest of the steel.
That pattern around the edge. There's no doubt. It was
Te quiero.
forged by Zoltan, the master swordsmith.
I'm not giving it to you.
Huh?
Te quiero, Lucario.
I'm just happy to have laid eyes on it. I don't suppose you'd allow me the chance to hold it.
Do you take me for a fool? I'm not letting a brute like you swing it around.
As though I would be
Musta na
careless
Miss
of something
Chell?
so valuable.
Valorant pa din all day, all
When you were
night.
9 years old, you swung a sword so hard you snapped it clean in two.
Come now, that was so long ago.
Hinihintay ko lang talaga yung ano eh, Cyberpunk 2077. Yun yung magiging next shooting game ko. Yung Cyberpunk. Hinihintay na lahat. Sana lumabas na by December 10th. I'll be streaming Cyberpunk in the future.
He's talking about someone who's long dead. Looking at your face is making me angry. I'm going to find a different training partner. Farewell, your beastliness.
What is going on with him?
Oh, come on.
Your Highness, I have one more favor to ask.
Is this about Gustav again? I have plenty more stories about him, but perhaps it is time for you to speak with him yourself.
Oh, it's not about Father this time. This time I wanted to ask about you.
About me?
I mean, I heard all about Father last time, but I didn't ask about you.
Ah, well, I'm afraid there is not much of interest for me to tell you.
Oh, it doesn't have to be funny or interesting. That's not why I'm asking. It's just that I thought I already knew you, but I'm not sure I really do. That day when we were reunited at the monastery, I didn't know what to say to you. So I wanted to prepare some of your favorite food. I thought maybe if you ate something that you liked, you'd cheer up a little. But when I got to the kitchen, I realized I didn't even know what you like to eat.
I see.
I have to go keep growing and streaming. Thank you again for the 10 stars.
That said, you're pretty keen on sweet things, right, Annette?
Yes, that's right. I'm at my happiest when I'm digging into a sweet treat. Oh, did you
Adios, Lucario. Adios. Vámonos.
Yes. It often had long lines outside, didn't it? The castle guards often spoke of it.
The sweets were so good. They cost a fortune, but I loved them. When Father was still around,
Again,
we all lived as
gracias
a family
por
in the
las estrellas.
Since then, I've had them only a few times. How I'd love to taste them again.
Say, Annette, when this war is over, where will you go? I heard that you were close to Baron Dominic back in the academy days.
That's right. But 5 years ago, my uncle betrayed the kingdom and went over to the Empire's side. I reconnected with Father, so I'd like to live with my family again, in the capital. Also, if I'm in the capital, I'll be able to see you from time to time, right?
Ah, that settles it then. We'll have to get your father working twice as hard.
Father's at a ripe old age now. I'd appreciate it if you didn't work him too hard.
Oh, of course. I will keep that in mind.
Nice talk. Meron pa ba?
Gustav, it has been 8 years since I last called you by that name.
Your Highness, I must deeply apologize for leaving the kingdom without permission.
There is no need to explain, old friend. I can guess at your reasons. The tragedy of Duscur. You felt responsible for that incident and sought respite in the goddess, abandoning your name, rank, and homeland in repentance. Am I right?
I have no excuses to offer. It was all I could think to do.
I always knew you for a pious man, and I figured that if you were to leave, this is where you would end up. You have changed much. Your face does not have the same resolve it once did.
If I may, Your Highness, you have changed as well.
I can't disagree.
It was my duty to protect His Majesty, your father. Naturally, that also included Lady Patricia and yourself as well.
My father and mother are gone. No amount of regret will bring them back.
My dreams are haunted by the thought that, had I arrived at Duscur more swiftly...
You saved my life at Duscur. I have only gratitude for you, no blame to speak of. I wish for you to remain in the kingdom, Gustav, even after this conflict is over. I need your strength to help rebuild the ravaged land that Fargus has become.
Please, I beg your forgiveness, but there is no place left for me in that land.
I see. Though much has changed, your stubbornness remains. I have no desire to trouble you. If you do not wish to return, that is your choice to make. But I do advise you to at least visit the place of your birth, if only for your family's sake.
Yes, Your Highness. Thank you. I appreciate your concern.
Another day, another training session, I see. You're quite dedicated. And practicing with the sword today. You weren't any good with it when you were little, as I recall.
And who told you that?
Lord Rodrigue mentioned it to me. He said you used to swing your sword so hard that you'd break it.
That was ages ago. I've had plenty of time to improve since then. Now I count swordplay as one of my specialties. Care to see for yourself?
Well, I can't just take your word for it, can I? Let's see what you've got. Well, I'm impressed. You're better than I expected.
I could say the same of you. I suppose we students still have much to learn.
No need for false modesty. We fought as equals just now. You're strong, and your form is excellent. You're clearly an experienced fighter. But you're greedy. You can't be so impatient to win. It'll come at a grave cost.
Greedy? I see. I'll take that note to heart. You have my thanks for the instruction.
Ah, it returns. The formality, the stiffness. Anyway, after we're through here, I might head into town for some food. Care to join me?
I appreciate the invitation, but I have certain duties I must attend to this evening.
Of course you do. Never mind about my plans then.
I thought you'd say that. You have the same sense of responsibility as I do.
You think so? I didn't want to push you to join me. We can just do it another day. I'll confess, I'm taking a shine to you. I'd like to talk to you more.
I would like that as well. Ever since I saw you wielding a sword all those years ago, I've been following in your footsteps. To be able to stand with you and cross swords is quite a...
Hey, slow down. Where did all this come from? You're embarrassing me. That's enough chatter for now anyway. Let's get back to sparring, this time with lances. I won't hold back. Show me what you can do.
Right. Prepare yourself.
Alright, anything more?
evades me, so I thought I'd get in some extra training. I was just about to finish. Perhaps it is the gloomy weather, but I am feeling the sting of wounds that should have healed long ago. The injury I got when that girl stabbed me after the battle at Gronder. Her eyes were filled with revenge, just as mine once were. I don't know, but I have a guess. I suppose I haven't told you about that yet. I was attacked inside the monastery the other day. It caused quite the uproar. The ones who attacked me were some of the youths we taught swordsmanship to once upon a time. It seems they were raised by a group of thieves we put down 5 years ago. I heard Lady Rhea took custody of them, claiming that the children were innocent. I have taken so many lives, and with each one I face hatred. During the last 5 years especially. My life was not so different from that of a wild beast. And that young girl's brother. At some point I must have... That is why I thought it only natural that someone would retaliate someday. Because I hated. Because I stole and... because I killed. But with those children, it's different. We drew our blades with the best of intentions, only to hurt them in the end. I suppose this is yet another thing we will just have to live with. Yes. As one who chose to fight, it is my responsibility to confront this anguish and the true nature of war, until the day my life comes to an end. Thank you. You know, Professor, there is something that I only recently realized. I never knew it could be so comforting to have someone standing by my side.
Nice.
It's always so peaceful coming back here. But it's hard to relax knowing we have to go out on another expedition again so soon. And now we're headed to the kingdom? That sounds hard. Oh, really hard, don't you think? Of course you'd say that. Why'd I even ask?
That's right. Can you believe it, Professor? Dimitri actually apologized to me. Remember that awful business between him and my Uncle Randolph? He just came by and said he was sorry for all that. That was behind us as far as I was concerned. But even so, it seems like he's changed for the better. For me?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Here's my thought.
The fish in this pond get fed every day, so they're swimming all lazy and serene. But the only reason they're kept here is so that they can one day be used for food. But the fish don't know that, so they just swim around happily. It's a bit of a miserable thought. But aren't soldiers much the same?
Professor. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Ferdiad is a city with a long history that goes back to before Fargus gained its independence. I'd like to visit that place at least once before I die, but I'm afraid I have my own work to attend to. It's hard being so dedicated. Ah, well, I'll go there for some leisurely sightseeing once Fodlan knows peace.
Hello.
Professor?
If you manage to take back Ferdiad, it'll make it a bit easier for us to do business. Taxes in the Fargus dukedom are ridiculously high. Makes it hard to even think about trading. That Cornelia woman. What does she use that ample tax money for anyway? From the Empire's perspective, I suppose it makes sense to squeeze the former kingdom territories for all they're worth. But if they throw those territories into total ruin, doesn't that defeat the purpose of conquering them?
Hello! Will this one do? It's all yours. Take it. Tell your friends.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Professor?
Dimitri hated the Empire with a fiery passion. At Gronder, driven by fury, he sent many good knights to their doom. Now he appears to be freed from that hatred. If he can make thoughtful decisions, unswayed by his emotions, he may make a fine king someday. No, they are not. A king must strive to be a king first and a human second.
I see. I agree that we should head for Ferdiad, but let's not forget our search for Lady Rhea. The soldiers from the church are going to set up a base at the Great Bridge of Murden. They'll be able to keep up the search while we head for the kingdom capital. I agree. They'll be able to...
Dimitri, if he can... What a kind gift. What a...
Raiden Vincent Dizon. Hello, kumusta? I'm doing fine. How are you, my man?
I see.
The kingdom capital. It's been way too long since I was there last. Oh, Professor, I didn't mean... it's not that I'm looking forward to it or anything. Please don't tease me like that. It's just, when I think of us finally saving everyone in Ferdiad, it makes me a little happy. Okay, maybe a lot happy. The kingdom capital is under the tight control of Cornelia, who was ennobled by the Empire. Judging by what we heard from Lord Rodrigue, it sounds like she's a tyrant. But all of that ends soon. Let's get there quickly. The kingdom... The kingdom... Thank you so much.
Say.
I see.
Say.
Up until a few decades ago, Ferdiad was a disorderly
Montana
city.
Steenwell.
Even the water supply was
Thank you
poorly constructed.
for liking the
As such,
video.
It was a hotbed of
Appreciate the
sickness and
support.
disease. The late king hired a
I
researcher
still
named
play Smash
Cornelia,
Bros.
who advised that he
Of
give
course,
top
I've
priority to
streamed
improving
Smash
the city's
Bros. a
infrastructure.
few hours
In
ago.
the space of just a few
If you could
years,
see
the
my
city was
streaming
transformed into a
history,
place of beauty and
I'll be streaming Smash again
Same
this
time,
Sunday.
The diseases that had plagued our land
Nathan
loosened one
Nazareno.
after another.
Hello.
It was
What's up?
miraculous.
What's up, Nathan? What's up? Good to see people in the chat. Finally.
So we're turning around and heading for the kingdom capital? Ridiculous. Tell him to cease this nonsense. Isn't there a saying in Vodland? Something about those
How are
with
you
power
guys?
knowing how to use it? If he's not careful, the goddess will send her Saids to smite him. Not that I believe that.
Say, I've come to deliver vegetables we harvested in the
Fine.
village to the monastery's dining
How's
hall.
life?
Because of the season, I couldn't really pick that much. But I wanted to help you guys out, even just a little bit. We're busily planting seeds, so when things start to grow, I'll be back.
Definitely. After that great battle earlier, the balance of power in Fodlan has shifted greatly. To get revenge for all our fallen friends, we'll have to stake our lives on the fight that lies before us. Professor! Okay.
Guess what I noticed? I can see further than most other people can see. But I can't figure the point of seeing further than an arrow can fly, since I can't shoot what I see. Yeah, I suppose it could be real useful for finding Lady Rhea, too. Thanks, Professor. I think I get it now. I'm gonna put my eyes to real good use.
Still hardly believe we managed to win against numbers like that. Oh, unless the real me is lying dead in Gronder, and this is all just a happy dream.
Thank you.
Hello. We buried Lord Rodrigue's body ourselves. There wasn't time to do things properly. It pains me that I was unable to take him home to his territory. Once this war is over, I'd like to hold a proper funeral for him. For now, we need to focus on taking back Ferdiad. All will be well eventually. I know we can win.
Thank you.
Feel like I can just forget all the awful stuff he's done. But if His Highness is owning up to his past and trying to move forward, I figure I can give him that chance. We've been friends since we were kids. I'm gonna be there for him all the way to the end. I don't feel, but if I think we've been friends. Thanks so much.
Professor, I really caused trouble for you, didn't I? I am so sorry, truly. I am also eternally grateful to you. Now, it's time to go to the kingdom capital. I hope that you will lend me your strength once again. I'm now.
How is this? Everyone is saying His Highness is back to his old self, but I do not think that is accurate. What he was until recently is what he had been for as long as I've known him. So tortured by his compassion for the fallen that it had driven him mad. He has always been too kind to be king. He has always felt too much for the weak and the dead. That is exactly why I look up to him.
Maybe. Right.
never actually been to Ferdiad. Do you think it'll still be cold at this time of year? I can't even imagine. You're right. It's an important battle, so let's make sure we're ready for anything. Oh.
Miko, thank you again for liking. Like lang and like.
Yes.
So many people died in the battle at Gronder. And here we are, preparing for the next battle as if nothing happened the day before. It's almost easier to think about war as theater, with the stage an entire continent. Even if an accident happens on stage, the next day you have to sing as though nothing happened. Everyone just pretends like everything is fine, focusing on their role in the play. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, standing face to face with those whom I went to school with. On the field of battle. How inhuman war is. How horrifying. My heart feels shattered. It is my hope that this war marks the end of such foolish behavior.
Need something? This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
There's a school of sorcery in Ferdiad, which is staffed by the top minds of magical research. The study of crests and sorcery should not be separate. I've often thought I should pay them a visit someday. I never imagined I might end up invading the place with an army, though. Not how I imagined it at all.
I'm getting the hang of this.
There are stories of heroes' relics 1,000 years ago, of which we have no real evidence today. So many, in fact, that I'm led to wonder if those relics are nothing more than legends. Especially since we know of relics like those passed down in the families of the 10 Fodlan elites. I'll gladly.
There's a school. I never.
Gronder Field was gruesome, wasn't it? But perhaps it's irresponsible to look away, to close our eyes to the horrors of war. Thank you. But I think I do, actually. As survivors, we must ensure that all these lives were not lost in vain. We must see the tragic foundations
upon which we'll build our future. May an age of peace rise from the ashes, so that all this sacrifice means something. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
The Emperor was wounded at Gronder Field. What do you think is going on in the Empire now? The Leicester Alliance has really suffered a blow as well. Who knows what will become of them? From now on, we have to pay close attention to how the rest of Fodlan is doing. I appreciate...
I am very grateful to you. I could never have achieved this on my own. This is all thanks to you and Lord Rodrigue. This month, we will invade Ferdiad by way of the Fraldarius domain. Leave the negotiations with House Fraldarius to me. You make ready for the actual battle. It's a tricky business, but we are taking our first steps forward. I have a request. Thank you.
Taking back the land of home has the most importance. That is why I am fighting. All for my land of home. Actually, there is more. I am also fighting for you, and for everyone here. You have
Edelgard, Claude, His Highness, all the house leaders from way back when, assembled again at Gronder. I wonder what their thoughts were as they headed out to the battlefield.
Professor!
Fighting with 3 different groups in the mix was as confusing as it was difficult to survive. Enemies and allies dying, one on top of the other. What an absolute mess, huh? If only I had my infirmary out in Gronder. Maybe I could have saved a few more lives.
Headed to the kingdom capital. That means we're further away from rescuing Lady Rhea. But it can't be helped, can it? Perhaps some people will question this decision, but I trust your judgment. Lady Rhea would want us to help in Ferdiad. She'd scold us if we rescued her and left innocent people suffering. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
We are headed for the kingdom capital this month. The Church of Seros stands ready to lend its aid to you and Dimitri. It may be a roundabout route, but I believe this path will still eventually take us to Rhea. Besides, saving the people of Fargus is just what she would want us to do. I accept. I accept. I accept.
care whether I lived or died. But after seeing so much death firsthand, I now realize how precious life truly is. I'm ashamed of how arrogant I was to think that death could mean so little. Oh, thank you.
To excel as a leader if he's to make up for my old man's death. Though if my father could see Dimitri now, he'd be glad to have made the sacrifice. Don't you dare tell anyone I said that. All right?
I need to be speaking.
This month, we will leave the is a tricky. This leave the is a tricky. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
There you are. Hello. Oh, yes. Apologies. I'm struggling with some unpleasant thoughts. Since the war began, I've ended so many lives. You and your students got your hands dirty as well. Nobody forced you all to join the fight, of course. You did so of your own volition. Still, there must be something very wrong with the world for it to make children into killers. That's true enough. We've all gotten older. Listen to me. I'm sorry for being so glum. Well said. In truth, I don't think any expression will improve my looks. I'm a brute, no matter what face I pull. You really are just like Gerald. When I was down in the dumps, he'd cheer me up with a playful quip. He gave me his library of jokes, but when I tell one of them, nobody laughs at the punchline. They laugh at me. You, on the other hand, well, you inherited the old man's comic talents. I'm feeling pretty perky now, all thanks to you. I can't stop this war by feeling gloomy about it. Onward, to a brighter future. To tell you the truth, that was another line I picked up from Gerald. He taught me everything about life. He was more important to me than anyone in the world. Apart from you, perhaps. Oh, sure, there's that, but not only that. When I look at you or see you fighting in battle, it's like I'm seeing a sibling. But at the same time, it's like seeing something sacred and powerful. Something I must defend. You're so important to the future of Fodlan, and to me. I promise to continue protecting you with the strength of a knight and the love of a big brother. I guess that consider the age difference between us and my closeness to Geralt. Regardless, in the name of the Captain, I swear to keep you safe. You're welcome to return the favor, should you feel so inclined.
Hello there. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. Come again.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Hello. Tell your friends.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Hey, welcome. Come again.
Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. 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 This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? I this one, yes? I think this one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. You have a good eye. 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 A pleasure. Come again.
I'd like to confirm. That seems reasonable.
Professor.
Hello there. Thank you. It's so good. Huh? Are you sure? Okay. Are you sure?
Uh-oh. I don't know what Annette wants.
Thanks for the treat.
You again.
Complaining again? It is a waste of time, Felix.
The boar can be useful sometimes, if you know how to handle him. I'd say I handled him well this time.
Yes. You have done a good job too, Felix.
Nice.
Seems my practice is paying off.
Alright, I think I'm going to end the stream right here, guys. Thank you for watching. Please, if you haven't already, consider following and liking my Facebook page, facebook.gg/KeonPH, and my YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/KeonPH. Like, comment, subscribe, and punch that notification bell so you can get notified to all of my latest videos. Alright guys, thank you for watching. See you on my next live stream. Bye!